All right, make some noise, everybody. Sunday night's headliners. It's Tom and Serge from Kasabian. They're here. All right. You last played here in what, 2007? You kind of graduated to headliners. Do you feel like a headline act now?
You know what? Nothing really changes. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just a gig for us. I know it sounds mad, but we're just going to go on and play, ain't we? Literally, you know. You know, people say, you know, it's a fear factor, you know, that you're up against it. You know, we just go and play and enjoy ourselves. That's it. And
has the band evolved much from where you think you were at in 2007 to where we are here in the summer of 2011?
Yeah, I suppose so. You know, we've got 4 albums to choose from now. That makes a difference. But we were always meant to be headliners. You know, it didn't feel right going on early. You know what I mean? It's not right. You know, we was always supposed to be playing last.
You know, one way people said that Friday night was a good headliner was the rock band Kings of Leon, Saturday night good headliner Foo Fighters. Tonight it's Kasabian, and I could say that maybe this is the first time we haven't had a rock band headlining. Before you go any further and before you start saying what's he on about, you've had Dan the Automator as a producer, hip-hop producer. You do a lot, for instance, on the computer. There's looping and sampling and all the rest of it, etc. Is it that you're a rock band in terms of attitude more than that you are in terms of music, and that's the way you'd like to see it?
Well, you know what? We're a rock band because we use guitars.
Yeah.
But we're a futuristic rock band because we use any means that are necessary to make things sound sort of like they're from the future. You know, we're not a retro band. So I'd say we're a rock band at heart, but a futuristic one.
So in other words, what it is that you want to learn from the bands of the 60s, say, but not be the band of the 60s.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah.
Nailed it, totally.
Nice jacket.
Yeah, good jacket, Stone Island.
Would you be waiting out in the crowd all day? I mean, that's a tough old gig. What is your message to the fans?
My message is, listen, I will personally come round to your house and give you a personal showing. Not in that way, I mean a personal acoustic show. I love you dearly. Right. Thanks for, you know, sticking about. Personal showing. I mean a guitar show.
That's the one bit of the interview
to get all your names and email address and I'll thank you one-on-one person. That's fantastic. You know, God bless them for that. That is just that's dedication.
It's beyond dedication.
We can see him sort of wrestling there, and there is this story that you're doing. What's this wrestling sitcom?
Oh no, we did like a, what's it called? A pilot of a thing called like War Like a Panther, and Dan directed it. He's done like, you know, he did work with Snatch, the film Snatch, and Steve Graham's in it, Sean Pertwee, all these amazing actors and actresses, and I'm this security guard that gets nervous, you know, and I'm learning off there. It was great, man. It was great fun. So we're just, you know, waiting for someone to commission it when it does happen. So, you know, but right now, my head's in the music.
We're on Sky. We can put a few.
Well,
you know, would it work in 3D?
It must work. Yeah, it's got to work in 3D.
Listen, what is working is going to be the next album, which is the 4th album. Yes. Is there any way at all that with the success of the 3rd one, the West Rider album, one of the things is you get the Cube album of the year and you get #1 albums that when you sit down for the next one, you say, we've got to be different this time. It's very important not to do the same thing.
Yeah, I suppose. You know what, though, this kind of happened really quickly. Like, we were going to have a bit of time off, but the songs came really, really fast. So we had no time to sort of think too hardly, like, what are we going to do next, or are we going to put an album out? So it just sort of happened, and then all of a sudden we're back playing live again. You know, it seems like it's been like since yesterday we were playing, you know. So it didn't take much thought. Just wanted to make a jukebox record, like a classic album that, like, every song's like huge, epic, melodic kind of album, you know.
This is the 2nd or 3rd airing that these new songs from Velociraptor are going to get. So what does it sound like, and what can the fans expect? And I mean, you must kind of be eager to get it out there and let people hear it.
I mean, Switchblade Smile is kind of like, it's like Led Zeppelin and the Beastie Boys and the really a touch of Prodigy, but Kasabian and Velociraptor is like a rave in your head, you know. That's all I can really describe it as. You know, I'd say when we play live, we're heavy as Led Zeppelin. You know, we're really heavy.
I read that it was a classic album, but it was also a sort of a heavy album. So it was like Eagles v Black Sabbath, something like that.
That'll do. Yeah.
That's good, man. I like that.
You can have that quote for the CD.
I'll nick it. Yeah.
Listen, they are Sunday's headliners. Let's give them a massive round of applause.
Thank you.
It's Kasabian, everybody.